Let us take some more simple questions. Let's take up this question where it asks a bullet is fired at a distance of 39.2 meter from the foot of a pole 19.6 meter high so that it just passes over it horizontally. Find the direction and magnitude of the velocity of the bullet. Some options are given. Now, let's understand what it gives. A bullet is fired at a distance of 39.2 meter from the foot of a pole. Let us say this is the pole, the height of the pole is 19.6 meter, and from the foot 39.2 meter, let us say this much is 39.2 meter. From 39.2 meter a bullet is fired which just passes over it horizontally. That means it's fired like this so that it just passes like this, falls this way. Okay. Now this is fired horizontally. So with some speed, let us say with the u and at an angle theta with the horizontal, it is fired. Now reread the question. A bullet is fired at a distance of 39.2 meter from the foot of a pole 19.6 meter high so that it just passes over it horizontally. Find the direction and magnitude of the velocity of the bullet. So magnitude u is equal to how much, that also is the question, and direction at what angle from the horizontal, theta also is how much will calculate. Okay. Now see, the maximum height reached is nothing but the height of the pole, and just now we have derived the formula. The maximum height reached is equal to u square sine square theta by 2g, right? So maximum height reached is 19.6. I am writing 19.6 is equal to u we don't know, theta we don't know. So this is u square sine square theta upon 2g. Now, so u sine theta is equal to, if we will multiply this, root under. So from here, I am saying u square sine square theta is equal to 2g. Assume g is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. We can take 10, but it's a 19.6. If we will take 9.8, it looks the numbers are easier. So 19.6 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 9.8. See, this is u square sine square theta g. Take root both side, implies that u sine theta is equal to, so square root of that is 19.6. Let us make some drama. Let's make this equation 1. So u sine theta is equal to 19.6, that we got from the application of this. Now we'll see, we have another formula for the range, right? Now half of that range is 39.2, it is given in the question. And what formula we have? Range is equal to u square sine 2 theta upon g. And r is the total range, right? So half of that is given to be 39.2. So r is equal to how much? 39.2 multiplied by 2 is equal to, see, u square sine 2 theta. Sine 2 theta is equal to 2 sine theta cos theta, right? So I am writing it here is equal to, okay, I am writing it here, u square sine 2 theta is twice sine theta cos theta upon 9.8, right? G upon g is 9.8 I took. Now see, of this it is u sine theta multiplied by u cos theta, we can say, and u sine theta is how much we got from equation 1. Substitute that value here, implies that what we are getting, 39.2 multiplied by 2, and this 9.8 goes this side, multiplied by 9.8 is equal to 2, and taking 2u cos theta, 2u, 1u I took, u cos theta multiplied by u sine theta remained. And for u sine theta, I am putting the value 19.6 from equation 1. Clear? See, now this 2 into 9.8 is 19.6. So this much is 19.6, and that is got cancelled with 19.6. And this 2 got cancelled with this 19.65. So u cos theta is equal to 19.6. So we got finally implies that u cos theta is equal to 19.6. Let us make some drama. Let us continue the drama. It is equation 2. Now in equation 1 we have u sin theta is equal to 19.6. Here we got u cos theta is equal to 19.6. When is it possible? You do equation 1 by equation 2. I am writing here equation 1 by equation 2. That is what you are getting, u sin theta by u cos theta. U got cancelled, sin theta by cos theta is tan theta. Tan theta is equal to 19.6 by 19.6, that's 1. And when tan theta is equal to 1, you know theta is equal to 45 degree, right? And 45 is equal to 1, you know that. So theta is equal to 45 degree. So one answer we got, theta is equal to 45 degree. But it is asking already u is equal to with what velocity it is fired. That means u also we have to find out. Now we have the equation u sin theta is equal to 19.6. Theta is a 45 we got already. Put that to theta and you get u is equal to 19 by 19.6 divided by sin theta. Sin 45 is 1 by root 2. So 19.6 divided by 1 by root 2. Root 2 is 1.414. And if we multiply 19.6 multiplied by 1.414, it comes nearly 27.73 meter per second. So B is the right answer. Clear everybody? Now let us take up this example of H.C. Verma. A helicopter on flood relief mission flying horizontally with speed u at an altitude capital H has to drop a food packet for a victim standing on the ground. At what distance from the victim should the packet be dropped? The victim stands on the vertical plane of the helicopter's motion. It makes sense, right? Now this is a conceptual question. Let us see what it says. A helicopter on flood relief mission flying horizontally with the speed u at an altitude h, capital H, has to drop a food packet. Let's try to understand what it says. So the helicopter is flying at height capital H, it is saying. This is the ground. At a height capital H, the helicopter is flying with a speed u. Okay, that's what it is saying. Has to drop a food packet for a victim standing on the ground. A victim is standing on the ground. He is on a flood relief mission. So this food packet, when it drops, it has to reach that person particularly. From the victim's packet we drop. The victim stands on the vertical plane of the helicopter's motion. That means they are on the same plane. When it drops, it will reach him. Exactly, it's standing. Now the thing is, when he should drop the food packet so that it will reach the person. When means at what distance from the person he should release. Okay. So basically what it is asking, let's give some names. So let us say this point is A, when he should drop, and where it should fall, let us say that point is B. Then how much is AB? This is the question. So basically what it is asking is AB is equal to how much? That is the question, right? Let us say the distance from the foot of the helicopter. At this point, if you drop a perpendicular from the helicopter, let us say this point is N. Then Bn is equal to how much? Now see, if it takes t time to reach from A to B, or if our body, something is dropped from the helicopter to fall through height capital H, if it requires time t, time to fall from A is equal to t. Let this is so. Let the time to fall from A is fall from A to ground is equal to T. Okay, then considering only the vertical motion, how much time will be required? We can find out from S is equal to ut plus a half at square. Applying S is equal to ut plus half at square. This we are going to apply here. Now vertical motion from A to it is falling. This is vertical motion we are considering. Since it is falling, u is 0 and S is nothing but h, right? So what we can write, h is equal to 0 multiplied by t plus half g, acceleration is g, t square, right? Implies that this is 0 only. How much is t? T is equal to root under, see, t square is equal to 2h by g and t is equal to root under 2h by g. This much time it will take to fall to the ground. But since it is moving already with one speed, within that much time some distance also will be covered. So Bn is nothing but u is the constant velocity, u multiplied by how much time it required to fall. This is t is equal to u times multiplied by root under 2h by g, right? And this is Bn we got. But the question is how much is AB, right? Now see, you can apply simple Pythagoras theorem to the triangle ANB or ABN. This is a video, you can pause and you can copy this question. Fine. From triangle ANB, applying Pythagoras theorem, AB is equal to root under AN square plus BN square, right? This is equal to root under An is nothing but h square plus Bn just now we got. Let's make some drama, let's make it equation 1 or something like that. From there you can find out Bn. Bn is equal to u root under 2h by g whole squared, right? So this is equal to root under h square plus, see, this is u square and this root sign goes, so 2u square h by g. So this is the distance. This only was asked, right? So this is the answer. Now this was a theoretical question, a conceptual question. If at what height it is flying, that is given, and with some velocity, let us say it is flying at 10 meter and it's flying with a speed of 5 meter per second, something. If u is given, h is given, we can find out the exact value of AB. Is it clear to everybody? Now let's take up this problem. The question is, a staircase contains 3 steps, each 10 cm high and 20 cm wide. What should be the minimum horizontal velocity of a ball rolling off the uppermost plane so as to hit directly the lowest plane? Some options are there. Let's understand what the question says. A staircase contains 3 steps, each 10 cm high and 20 cm wide. Okay, a staircase contains 3 steps, each 10 cm high. 10 cm is 0.1 meter. We can take in SI unit directly. So 0.1 meter high, 0.1 meter, 0.1 meter high. Okay, each step is 0.1 meter high and 20 cm wide. So 0.2 meter wide. We can say it this much is 0.2 meter wide, 0.2 meter. One step is 0.2 meter wide and the height is 0.1 meter, 0.1 meter, 0.1 meter. Now from the uppermost plane, 3 steps are there like this, and from the uppermost plane it is saying what should be the minimum horizontal velocity of the ball rolling off the uppermost plane so as to hit directly the lowest plane. It should fall like this, directly to the lowest plane it should fall. Means it should not fall here or here. What should be the minimum velocity? That is u is equal to how much so that this will happen. What should be the minimum velocity so that it will happen? Now see, if a little less velocity is there, it will still fall, right? If a little less velocity is there, it will still fall on the ground, right? So what is the minimum velocity? The minimum velocity, if it can come till here, till this step, then definitely it will come on the, it will fall on the ground only, right? So we have to calculate with what velocity this ball should roll off so that it can reach this point. Okay. Now, if it is starting leaving the point, this point is A, then this point is B. Now our finding is from A to B only. Okay. Now if it has to go, it has to reach here, how much distance it has to fall? From here to here, right? Which is equal to 0.1 plus 0.1, 0.2 meter. 0.2 meter it has to fall, and how much time it will require to fall 0.1 meter? Let us calculate using or applying S is equal to ut plus half at square. For this one, for vertical motion from A to B it is going. Okay, so only vertical component, vertical motion during that period we are calculating. So S, that is vertical distance traveled, is nothing but the height, 0.1 plus 0.1, 0.2. So directly I am writing 0.2 is equal to, now see, this is fired in the horizontal direction, so vertical velocity is 0. So 0 multiplied by the time whatever plus half. Now acceleration is g t square. For g let us assume 10. So 10 t square. This 5 is 5t square, implies that t square is equal to 0.2 divided by 5. Now this is how much rate? This is equal to 2 by 10. That's 2 by 50. That's 1 by 25. Implies that t square is equal to 1 by 25. So t is equal to 1 by 5, and unit of time is a second. So 1 by 5 second it is taking to reach this, and within that time what distance it is traveling? It can travel any distance, but the minimum distance it should travel 0.2 plus 0.2, 4.4 meter it must travel, so that it can hit the, it can reach the lowest plane, right? So since in the horizontal direction the velocity is u, then u multiplied by this time is nothing but this distance. That's the minimum distance. This much distance it has to travel, then only it is possible, so that it can go next, right? So 0.2 plus 0.2, that is 0.4 directly I am writing. Now t we have got, so u multiplied by 1 by 5, for t I express that, is equal to 0.4. Implies that u is equal to, multiply this, so 2, and u is the velocity, so unit is meter per second. So 2 meter per second is the right answer. So here A is the right option. Is it clear to everybody?